Welcome to the 100 Grand Man podcast. I am your host, Reggie Lewis. This is the podcast where we talk sports, politics, entertainment, give you the latest trends, topics, and viral moments that's been going on in the world, mainly about politics, even though we will clash with sports and entertainment because they do clash. Much as people sit up there and say, well, really on the right, shut up and dribble, or they give you, whereas those sports and entertainment should mind their business and stick to the script. No, we don't just shut up and dribble. We don't just shut up and act. We speaks our mind. This is the Thursday show. On my Monday and Thursday shows, I give my beginning topic, what's been pissing me off. And what's really been pissing me off lately is humanity. Yeah, it's humanity. Because it's no way possible that we're in 2026 and it still feels at times like we're back in the day. There's too much racism, too much bigotry, too much hate, too much division. It's just too much of that going on for this to be 2026. This is not back in the day no more. We should not still be going through this type of shit. And I'm not going to sit there and say it's mostly the right. I'm not going to sit there and blame the Republicans. We all play a part. Now, it's way more going on over there, but we all play a part. And what's going on under our noses right now is horrible. It's horrible. And I don't know no person, no human being, especially from the United States of America, who could really condone in this shit. Like, a lot of y'all voted for Trump because y'all swore. I don't know where was y'all at in 2016, but a lot of y'all swore that he was going to make this economy better. A lot of y'all swore the prices that happened on Biden's watch went up was going to go down. Y'all knew it wasn't. Y'all knew it wasn't. But it was so much hate and division in people's hearts that they looked over that. Forget the candidate we put forth, Kamala. Forget that part. Track record alone. Tell me how many citizens that's indicted in 34 counts making the president. I'm a union commercial carpenter, right? And we build scaffolding. For those who don't know what scaffolding is those metal tubes that basically we build 4x6s, whatever, 4x4, 4x, like little tubes that we build up, and there's a ladder that people climb up to get to places. Like if you in New York City, you see it all around some of the buildings. It's called scaffolding. So in New Jersey, the carpenters, we built the scaffolding. So we have nuclear plants. We have gas plants that us carpenters go to build scaffolding. So like pipe fitters can fix pipes, electricians can put up lights and stuff like that. So we build, let's just say they got to get so many feet up there. We build a scaffold, put 2x12s on there called planks, and we make a little platform so they can walk up, stand on, and they can fix the pipes or the bulbs, whatever. I brought that up to say, you know they do background checks for me to go in there? You know they do background checks, whereas though if I had 34 felonies, my ass wouldn't be in there? Yeah. Little old me, the person who votes for the president to be the president, little old me, if I had 34 felonies, my ass wouldn't be working in that nuke plant. Just to build scaffolding. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go in that. Inhumane, man. Right up under our nose, what's going on right now is the inhumane, disgusting treatment of these immigrant kids, man. This is disgusting. And the Republicans, y'all voted for this. Us Democrats, we want the illegals, we want the murderers, we want the sex traffickers, we want the robbers. Shit, y'all can even take the fraudsters out of here. Y'all can take them too. But we don't want little ass kids. We don't want the little ass kids who parents who ain't did nothing. We don't want them out of here. We don't want one mama over there at the Spanish bodega who cooks a good beans and rice. We don't want her going. Mama ain't doing nothing. We don't want Papa who got this little car dealership going on, car wash thing going on. We don't want him going. No, we don't want him. We don't want the Asian lady and the Indian man at those food trucks on the corners. We don't want them going. No, we don't. Y'all do. And we know why y'all don't. We know why the Republicans don't. Because they don't look like y'all. But the sad part about it is y'all vote for this immigration bullshit, but eat at their restaurants. Eat at their trucks. Macarena come on, y'all start doing y'all little fake ass offbeat dances. Y'all do that. And I'm saying this for the brothers too, the black people who votes for this shit. Who catch them at Chili's. Running around here eating Chipotle. I'm talking about y'all too. Yeah, y'all too. Y'all ain't getting no excuse. The one thing about us in the Democratic Party, black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. We don't want no bigots on our side. We don't want no hate on our side. I'm a straight man. I'm a straight man. Nothing fairy about me. No disrespect. Nothing gay about me. No disrespect. But I don't see them as less than human. I don't see them less than a man, less than a woman. In high school, I'm in my mid-40s. So when I was in the high school in the late 90s, I had a couple gay friends. I never looked at them different. They never felt awkward around me. They was the bros too. Yeah, they was. And you think I care about what another person say about me or think about me? Being comfortable in my skin around a gay man? He ain't gonna try me. He know I'm not that type. He gonna respect me just as well I respect him. And still to this day, my friends that I grew up with that's gay, they respect me just like I respect them. I don't look at them or him different. No, look at him like he my bro, my classmate, my alma mater. Yeah, that's the majority of the Democrat. That's majority of the humanity. We're not running around here behind fake ass faith talking about Catholics, Christians. Do not, real Catholics and real Christians, real Muslims, real Seventh-day Adventists. If I said it wrong, I apologize. I'm not 100% in tune with everybody's religion, but I know that your God loves all. I thought Jesus Christ loved everything. This episode is about the cruelty of immigration. I have a video. Well, I have a couple of them. But I want y'all to check this out. And this is grade B, the kickoff of Watch This.
We've seen an exclusive this morning. Details from inside a Texas detention facility where children are being held. Descriptions of what it really is like in there. New court documents are revealing that immigrant families detailing and describing long days with limited access to drinkable water, worms and mold in food, and being denied medical care. An immigrants' right group, even an immigration rights group, telling CNN this. Families tell us that their children are weak, faint, pale, and often crying because they are so hungry. CNN's Priscilla Alvarez is joining us now. She's got much more on this. Tell us more about your new reporting, Priscilla.
Well, Kate, this really offers a glimpse into what is happening at this family detention facility in Dilley, Texas, a place where reporters can't visit. But in this case, we are getting these court declarations from families who are detained there through immigration attorneys who are revealing the conditions. Now, Kate, just to level set here, these are families who have been apprehended at the U.S.-Mexico border or even in the United States at encounters like ICE check-ins or vehicle checkpoints. Now, these declarations are about this residential facility, as it's called, but detainees are calling it a prison. Let me read you what one mother who's detained with her daughter had to say. She said, quote, "It's a prison here. It is truly a living hell. It's not a good place for anyone. All of the children here are suffering. The mothers are crying, especially for their children. We are all suffering."
They are all suffering. That is sickening. The kids are weak. Now imagine us Americans. Imagine our little babies, our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old babies in a detention center where they're getting malnourished treatment, weak, mold. Now just fathom that. If this was American babies. This is sickening. This type of behavior is something that we cannot sit up there and go through this type of stuff. Despite Trump's promise to go after violent criminals, the vast majority of adults detained at Dilley over the last year had no criminal record in the United States. Some of the parents I spoke to had overstayed visas. Many had filed applications for asylum, had married U.S. citizens, or had been granted humanitarian parole and were detained when the voluntary showed up for appointments at ICE facilities. They said it was unfair to arrest them, and detaining their children was plain cruel, which is the truth. So I'm showing up to, let's just put this in American perspective. Let's put this in American perspective. You go to parole. You ain't got no dirty urine. You ain't have no contact with the law enforcement. You ain't did no open charges, nothing. Squeaky clean, working everything. You go to parole, they detain you. That's exactly what this basically is. They're going there with their legal checkups, and this administration is taking them. No, we're better than this. You know we are better than this. Around 3,500 detainees, more than half of them minors, have circled through the center since it reopened, more than the population of the town of Dilley itself. Although a long-standing legal settlement generally limits the time children can be held in detention for 20 days, a data analyst by ProPublica found that about 300 kids sent to Dilley by the Trump administration were there for more than a month. So you're supposed to only be there for 20 days, but they kept them there for a month. Kids in those conditions that she literally just told y'all, Priscilla, on that video. The administration in legal filings has said the agreement from 1997 is outdated and should be determined because there are new statutes, regulations, and policies that ensure good conditions for immigrants, minors in detention. So check this out. You took our health care, you took SNAP, you're building a new fucking ballroom. You're trying to sue for $220 million. You're trying to sue for $10 billion. Kristi Noem running around here for $220 million. Motherfucking Cash Patel got him and his fucking girlfriend on a jet spending tens of millions of dollars. But y'all can't help out a detention center that y'all even said was outdated. This is cruelty. Us as Americans, we are way, way better than this. This is fucking cruelty. No matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, non-affiliated, man, woman, Asian, Latin, American, black, white, it doesn't matter what you are. This is un-American. We are the United States of fucking America. We do not do this to our babies. So we will not allow other people to do it to other people's babies. No matter what's going on, no matter what the legislation is, no matter what the rules is, no matter what the law is. Y'all know Americans, we don't play about children. Besides the Republicans and Epstein's, but we're going to say about, we're going to just leave that alone for another day. Look at these photos, man. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. Look at these babies, man. This is heartbreaking. Check this out.
La verdad, de verdad, no me siento bien porque siempre hay un oficial que está, o sea, como molestando porque siempre no puedo ir a ningún lado y si tengo que ir al baño no me dejan porque tengo que ir con mi mamá. Entonces siempre molesto y solo me tengo que quedar en el cuarto.
Sickening, unhumane. This is not us. This is not what we stand for. This is not our human values. This is not what's in no fucking Bibles y'all read. This is not what your fake ass pastor, your fake ass preacher. This is not what they're saying. The Lord would not condemn this shit. None of y'all will make it to those pearly gates. None of y'all. This is unhumane. We have to stand for this. We have to stand up for this. There has to be a better fucking way. This letter that Ariana wrote is heartbreaking. Hello, my name is Ariana. I'm 14 years old. And I'm from Honduras. I've been detained for 45 days. Remember, you're only supposed to be detained for 20 days. So she doubled that plus a 5-piece. And I have never felt so much fear to go to a place as I feel here. Every time I remind myself that once I go back to Honduras, a lot of dangerous things could happen to my mom and I. My younger siblings haven't been able to see their mom in more than a month. This is so sad. They are very young and you need both of your parents when you are growing up. Since I got to this center, all you will feel is sadness and mostly depression. Excuse me for my reading it, but y'all see what the letter is. Like, it wouldn't be fluent for me to read that from a little kid that's 14 writing it, but especially from a different country. But y'all get the picture. If you don't feel sad for this type of shit right here, you're inhumane, man. You have no fucking morals. You're not American. Because there's one thing us Americans, we stand up for, the people who can't stand up for themselves. The one thing us Americans do, we protect people against bullies. And this administration swear they fucking bullies. Picking on the weak. Picking on the vulnerable. You're not no bully. You're not no strength. This is inhumane. This is disrespectful. This is ungodly like. And it's sad. Here's the picture of her. My younger siblings haven't been able to see their mom in more than a month. They are very young and need to both of their parents. When you are growing up, then referring to Dilly, she added, since I got to this center, all you feel is mostly depression. This is basically the letter she wrote. And it's a picture of her and her 5-year-old brother. How could you look at that picture and not feel for these kids? How could you look at this picture and not feel for these kids? You're not human. You're fucking animals. That's what that is. It's no way possible. I don't care if they came from fucking Mars. These are little kids. They didn't ask to be here. Their parents brought them here. And majority of their parents, as I read in the beginning, don't have violent crimes. Don't have crimes that where as though they feel as though they should be in these situations. You're right. We have a lot of immigrants here. But we also have a lot of people who want better for them and their kids. That's why they come here. That's why all over the world, immigrants come to America, because this is supposed to be the land of the brave. This is supposed to be the land of the free. That's why they come here. They don't come here for their kids to be looking like this. And some of them who sit there have kids by American citizens. This is sickening. It is. 14-year-old Ariana had been at the immigrant detention center in Dilley, Texas, with her mother for some 45 days. When I managed to get inside to meet her, the staff brought everyone in the visiting room a boxed lunch from the cafeteria, a cup of yellowish stew, and a hamburger patty in a plain bun. A hamburger patty in a plain fucking bun. Ariana's long black curly hung loosely around hair. Excuse me. It's just really getting to me, and I'm trying to keep my composure here. Ariana's long black curls hung loosely around her face, and she was wearing a government issue gray sweatsuit. At first, she sat looking blankly down at the table. She poked her food with a plastic fork and let her mother do most of the talking. What I just read to you, think about it. Like, put it in a visual of this little sad child, depressed, in America, not Honduras. In America. Y'all know we don't play about our babies. In America. Just think about that. It's sickening that we even in this situation. She perked up when I asked about home. Hicksville, New York. She and her mother had moved there from Honduras when she was 7. Her mother, Stephanie Valderas, had applied for asylum, married a neighbor from back home who was already living in the U.S. and had 2 more kids. Ariana took care of them after school. She was a freshman at Hicksville High School, and being detained at Dilley Immigration Processing Center meant that she was failing behind in her classes. She told me how much she missed her favorite sign language teacher, but most of all, she misses her siblings. So y'all got a 14-year-old girl in a detention center that's been here since she was 7. So 7 years, this little girl been in the U.S. All she's known for the last 7 years is freedom, good food, healthy environment, school, around American kids, trying to get accustomed to a better life than the goon squad come scoop her mom up. This is not right. And no matter, like I said, whether you are a Democrat, Republican, Independent, or whatever you affiliate yourself with, this is not right. We are from America. And it's one thing we do not do is we do not stand for this type of behavior. We are not like this. We are better than this. We set the standards on how humanity is. We set the standards on how the way of life should be. We set the standards on freedom. We set the standards on everything good when it comes to this world. So y'all need to take that radical hate, that radical division, that white supremacy, that racial content, that racial rhetoric that y'all keep spewing over there, and get that shit out of here, because that's not what we stand for. We are the United States of fucking America, man. And I apologize to anybody who I offended during this podcast, because it really got to me that I really read this and seen this. Y'all got babies in a fucking detention center. It's sickening, man. That's my episode for today. Hit the like, follow, hit the notification bell, leave a comment if you feel. We're going to keep this page moving. We're going to crack this algorithm, because we're going to weed out all this radical racial right, racial left, racial middle. We do not deal with bigotry. We do not deal with hate. We run through and we run over that. I see y'all till the next.
Yeah.